we got the premiere going on for the MyGM breakdown, baby. Let's get into this deep dive. Let's get it, man. I'm ready. Little ringside report, baby. Oh, yeah. Come on, Jinx. Give it to me, bro. Guys, man, I'm hyped, man. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We got more WWE 2K22 content. Don't miss out on another live stream or video, baby. Episode 2. Woo!
The general manager to prove whether you have what it takes to run the most successful brand in sports entertainment. So please join me in welcoming 3 folks who were instrumental in making MyGM a
Thank you.
reality.
Thank you.
Design
Bring them
director
on.
Alan Flores, senior designer Chris Mecenas, and producer
Bring them on. Bring them on.
Fritz.
Yes, I'm ready.
Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank
today.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, I
Yes.
have my MyGM outfit on today. I suited up for this.
Very
I see you.
conversation.
Very
Yeah.
fancy.
Nice. Like Stephanie McMahon.
So let's get right into it. We're gonna roll the footage.
The champ is here.
Start
Uh-oh.
off, who are the GMs
Woo.
and what does selecting one versus another mean for the
I'm
player
ready.
experience?
So we let you choose a different starting point. You can choose your own GM, or you can choose a brand that you want to manage. So having those different combinations of things can affect the way that your game is going
Okay.
to play throughout. So you can play as Adam Pearce, Sonya Deville,
Adam
Stephanie
Pearce.
McMahon, Shane McMahon, or a custom GM. You can play as Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or NXT UK.
Okay.
And it's really pretty interesting the way that those things combine, because each one of those choices is going to give you a very powerful power card that you can play. throughout the
Oh,
course of the
little
game.
power
So,
card.
for example, Adam Pearce will allow you to, he's got an instigator card. If you play that, then all of your rivalries will be increased by 1 level. Or if you play as Sonya Deville, you'll be able to boost the morale of your entire roster.
For me, the next
Wow.
part of the mode is my favorite part, is selecting the draft, right? So
The draft.
selecting your superstar.
Give me some draft news.
I always find trouble like trying to select a balanced roster because I
Okay.
That's also my favorite
Okay.
part of the mode as well. Once you get into the draft, basically that's your first look at all the superstars, and what
Okay.
you're gonna find is you're gonna see a lot of different stats that are gonna stand out to you.
Woo!
You're gonna see things like their class, their alignment, their popularity, their stamina.
What else?
But what's really important to look at kind of early on is what their class is. So like there's giants, cruisers, specialists. And what you're going to want to do is like draft the kind of variety of different superstars, that kind of.
Of course, because you got to have a balanced roster. Makes sense. Makes sense. You got to have a balanced roster. You can't just draft the same type of guy over and over, or girl.
Custom draft pool that include created superstars too. So they're going to be able to go wild with
Created superstars are allowed to be drafted.
when they create their custom superstars, it will generate a cost for them. And speaking of which, when you're drafting, something to also be very careful about is how much each person is it's going to cost when you draft them. You have a budget when you go into it.
Ooh, little
and,
budget.
if you spend all your
2.7
money,
million.
After the draft, you might not have money to sign free agents,
Sign
enhancing
legends
talent,
too?
legends.
Yo!
There's a lot of things you can do with money, so you got to be very careful.
That
Exactly
is
like right now,
crazy.
I draft all the available superstars I can, and I
Let's
go in with
go.
$0 trying to set up this entire show, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need to set up.
Oh, so yeah, of course. You need to have a good budget, guys, for you to freaking be able to put on a good show, too. That's another thing. Look at the show logistics.
Up into like concert halls and even these giant arenas that can give you bonuses, not only just to your show ratings, but also if you achieve certain little goals assigned to
Okay.
those things.
We have a store where you can buy different power cards, where you can buy a lot of
Oh,
useful
you could
things
get power
like,
cards?
There's a health spa. So say I have a superstar that's feeling, maybe I put him in 5 Hell in a Cells in a row. So he's a little bit injured or something like that. He's a little bit down. So they're
Like
all
a
right,
Triple
there's a
H.
health spa. You go there for a week and rest, and then you boost
Look
some
at
of your
Walter
stats.
right there. Walter confirmed again.
But we also have a system of commissioner goals where basically Triple H will show
Wow,
up and say,
guys,
"I
this
want
looks
you to not
phenomenal,
put-
man.
Say, don't put Drew McIntyre in a match this week. And if you do that, then you can earn.
Basically, you got to give the fighters breaks and stuff like that. You got to take care of them. I get it. I get it. Wow.
And then if I actually put them in another match, they become injured. Then they'll come to me like, "What the heck are you doing? I'm injured. I knew this was going to happen." And then there's a tendency where they might want to
That's
leave.
awesome.
So I try and
Damn, they
use
could
some
ask
stuff
to
boost
to
their
leave
morale,
too?
to get them to stay around, give them a little bit extra money so they can hang around and help fill out my brand still.
I want
Wow.
to get into once you actually build out your shows for the week. Let's talk
Whoa,
about some
that's
different
awesome.
variations of how you can view your show, because
Okay.
there's the option to simulate an entire show. You can play these matches, but then also
Okay.
one of my favorites is that you can spectate.
I like the spectation
yeah,
stuff.
exactly what Lionel's doing. You can spectate,
I'm
and
That's
let's call out
cool.
that spectate mode is exclusive to MyGM. So Chris, I want you to talk.
So you can
about,
spectate in
what this
MyGM
means
only.
for the player experience.
Obviously, you can play your matches. We really wanted to make sure you were able to do that. Another really cool thing is, and I know like maybe you thought that you wouldn't be seeing your GM anytime in the ring, but you're going to be able to use your GM and interfere in matches as well. Whether that's more than one
Look at
pick or one
that.
of your creative ones, you finally get to see yourself in some action.
Let's go.
You can
Oh,
select
look at the
change
angles.
cameras at will, and basically how you think you should run the show, you finally get the chance to run the show.
Wow.
Try as you might, I know you want to maybe cheese a 5-star rating out of there. I know I'm assuming that's what probably.
This is so
but
awesome.
If you really want to get the highest ratings, you're gonna have to really be good at your matchups, because it's the viewers that are gonna give you your ratings at the end of the day.
Why you always gotta pick on me though?
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like Chris is saying Lionel isn't great at building these matches.
Wow.
Simulating.
Mm-hmm.
After you are completing your match card, you go to a nice post-match breakdown screen. Get a nice little match report that you can click on for all of your matches.
Little match report action,
well,
huh?
You went in this match, you can see that these styles didn't quite click, or it was, people were hoping to see maybe a higher popularity superstar in the main event, and we're surprised to see this superstar in there. So there's a lot of really cool things that can really help out.
That's
for
good.
people like Lionel, who maybe just go in and do whatever the heck they want.
Wow.
Here we go.
You get to these screens. I'm giving you hints, but also giving you a little bit of flavor going into your specific MyGM season. It's just cool having that kind of flavor, that kind of personality to MyGM that kind of grows.
So social media has a big part of it.
15, 25, or 50-week season.
I'm glad you brought that up. But what can our fans come to expect when they actually play through a complete session?
Well, I mean, the goal of the mode is to win, basically. So you decide if you're going to play against an AI GM or you can play against another person. You can play local co-op. We've even figured out a way to do some remote play via Steam remote play type of thing. So you can play a little bit of online play that way. So basically, your goal is to win. So throughout the course of the week, you're going to put on weekly shows. You want to make those great, but you're building towards a pay-per-view every 5 weeks. So then there's real WWE pay-per-views. There's like Backlash and Extreme Rules, with ending up with your WrestleMania.
They got the one from last year.
So on your courses you're going through there, you're trying to build up money, unlock new arenas, get new logistics, get better crew, all that type of stuff, make your show bigger and bigger, make more money, and then go into WrestleMania with a bunch of killer rivalries, put on your best show, and then just go in and destroy your opponent. That's the goal.
So you mean how I'm gonna destroy Chris the next time we play multiplayer? Because now that I got all the
Come on, give me more news.
Jim.
You interact with Triple H and the superstars. Okay. That is a great idea, actually. Interacting with the stars and try to, push for a better show overall. That's dope. Oh, okay. So we got recommendations too, they say.
To this brand new mode to our game.
People want to draft their top guys, the guys that they like, which is great, but it's like, well, maybe this person will match up a little bit better with that person, just so they understand it, as opposed to just going, I have these 2 top stars, what's going on? They're not getting the ratings that I want. It's like, well, you have 2 guys that are slowly plotting around each other and they're not putting on a good match, right? So that's what we're trying to help people.
That's
put on the best
awesome.
matches possible.
That's one point when you're talking about putting on those matches and pairing people up properly. There at the very end when it shows you the match breakdown,
they made it
you'll get
smart.
a certain amount of stars, obviously, but then there'll be comments like 1.5 stars.
That's dope, guys. They made this very, very smart. I'm surprised that they put in so much detail for like each match and interaction and combining different stars. This is going to be a little bit more complicated than we anticipated, honestly. This is awesome.
GM for the first time. Which GM are you picking? What brand?
Who's picking what GM?
Who's your first draft?
That's the obvious. We got to go with Shane O'Mac.
I know, because there's been a lot of smack talk.
Okay.
Where you going with, Lionel?
Stick with SmackDown, because I'm gonna lay the SmackDown on Chris.
He's going with SmackDown.
Alan, if you want to step in too, like I got it all.
Oh, come on. Come on, Jinx. Well. It was Very informative. A lot of screenshots to go through. We're going to do a full breakdown in a separate video. This was just my reaction to the actual show. We got to do a little deep dive ourselves and talk about what we're going to be doing in MyGM. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I will see y'all real soon. We got more videos on this coming. So subscribe, like, don't miss out. I'll see y'all later. This was a lot. This was a lot. This is going to be exciting and fun, and I can't wait. Let me look at this right here. Like, you get to see the show results, and you get notes and how many people tuned in, and everything is equivalent to, you know, your total budget. Oh, man. I cannot wait, guys. Woo! I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.